Montreal Dragons and the Philadelphia Phillies game opener. Ah oui. On va essayer ça. Ça va être de toute beauté. On va aller mettre ça sur face de book. Attends, je l'ai mis live. On va mettre un petit... Yeah. Ça va tranquiller un peu, je pense. On va se préparer tranquillement. On va voir un peu notre roster. On va voir de quoi ça a l'air. Et lanceur partant. Bon, juste explication rapide pour ceux qui se le demandent. J'ai pris les Marlins de la Floride. J'ai pris quelques légendes, des jeunes joueurs, fait quelques échanges aussi. Donc, joueurs de fantasy aussi. Donc, vous allez voir des joueurs qui sont peut-être un peu que vous connaissez pas ou qui n'existent pas. Donc, les lanceurs partants, ben, Mark Pryor, qui avait qui était il y avait un futur prometteur, malheureusement, les blessures au-dessus des raillés. Même chose pour Kerry Wood. Nate Pearson DJ, j'ai échangé, faites-vous-en pas, j'ai échangé mes 2-3 top espoirs. LSP. Je vais expliquer un peu. Jeux vidéo high-tech live. Vous avez la bête Simon-Pierre Munger avec vous autres ce soir. C'est que vous avez besoin d'un jeu SP là pour vous autres. Sandy Alcantara, c'est un joueur d'étoile l'année passée. Caleb Smith. J'ai gardé un peu des joueurs des Marlins. Les releveurs, ben ça donne à peu près ça. C'est pas un gros club. Donc ça risque d'être difficile. J'ai les légendes Jason Candle comme receveur. Francisco Cervelli, un old school. Au premier, j'ai gardé Garrett Cooper. Au deuxième, ben c'est mon frère. Ben oui. Ben Little Brother. Que je vais aller éditer parce que sa sleeve n'est pas la bonne couleur, mais pas pantoute. Donc on va aller faire une petite édition rapide. Sleeve and tape. Une sleeve orange avec tes expos, c'est peut-être pas ça. Rouge, hein? Bleu, ça serait sa coche. Tiens, bleu pour Mary Lemieux. Donc ça, c'est fait. Au troisième but, c'est moi-même. Oui, beaucoup plus jeune. Et je sais pas pourquoi j'ai 99. Je suis pas si bon que ça. Jazz Chisholm, que je ne pourrais pas changer. C'était un espoir des Marlins de la Floride. Donc, je l'ai gardé tel quel. La seule chose que je vais faire, c'est que son numéro 70 me tombe royalement sur les nerfs. Donc, ça va être le numéro 2. Pourquoi? Bon, parce que ça me tente. Le fun, c'est que j'ai pas toujours besoin d'avoir une raison. Donc, shortstop Jazz Chisholm. Dans la gauche, ben, c'est un des joueurs fictifs que je vous parlais. Roy Hobbs. Dans le centre, c'est Rondell White. Ben oui, 82, avec Cameron Maben qui va être là pour le backer. Dans la droite, ben, Larry Walker avec Yacine Puig. Bon. Showtime. On est à domicile contre les Phillies de Philadelphie. Aaron Nola, lanceur partant, face à Mark Pryor. On joue en mode un peu rapide. Normalement, ça devrait prendre 10-45 minutes, mais c'est toujours un peu plus long. Mais on va quand même se revoir. J'avais le choix. J'aurais pu prendre le stade des Marlins. J'ai décidé d'y aller avec Globe Life Field. Vous allez voir pourquoi c'est un stade absolument spectaculaire. Alors, en ce moment, des nuages. Toit est ouvert. C'est parti. Oui, Saspi, il a descendu pas mal, Puig. Lanceur partant, ça va être Mark Pryor pour ce match-là. L'alignement au bâton, c'est Randall White, Jazz Chisholm, Roy Hobbs, Danny Lemieux, Larry Walker, Mario Lemieux, Jason Kendall, Garrett Cooper et Yasiel Puig. Il va frapper 9 comme frappeur désigné. Donc, c'est parti pour le match de la saison. Normalement, je vais en jouer à peu près 2 ou 3 sur 5. Je vais en faire simuler à peu près la moitié. Parce qu'on veut quand même que ça avance. Il fait extrêmement chaud dehors ce soir. D'habitude, normalement, je ne ferai pas du streaming. Il va y avoir de la balle qui va commencer bientôt. On va en faire un peu. On va essayer d'en faire voir un peu de quoi ça a l'air avec ce jeu-là, avec MLB de Chauvin.
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Dragons.
Et le nouveau stade à Texas en passant, est absolument spectaculaire. Juste la bande, on peut voir, c'est marqué Dragon partout. Au début, je voulais prendre les expos, j'ai changé d'idée. Effectivement, SP, c'est chaud dehors en tac. Heidi Whitney va nous compter de la scrap en disant que ça a été de la job pour préparer l'équipe de leur nouvelle maison. Et oui, j'ai gardé le colis des expos, mais j'ai changé quand même le logo. J'aurais pu prendre le logo des expos, ça veut me le remettre sur la casquette, ça me tentait pas. J'ai mis Dragon. Que ça fasse changement un peu, parce que des fois, ça ressemble vraiment beaucoup aux Rangers du Texas, justement, l'équipe dont j'ai pris voler le stade. On est dans l'Est, on remplace les Marlins de la Floride. Donc, on va jouer contre les Braves, on va jouer contre les Phillies, on va jouer contre les Nationals. Et oui, on va jouer contre les Mets, souvent. Et ça donne ça. On va voir ce que ça va donner. J'ai une équipe avec des jeunes au travers, donc ça risque d'être un peu... ça risque d'être cascadeur. Je sais pas si tu as des joueurs des bons numéros, en tout cas. Ça va ressembler à ça avec les Dragons de Montréal.
Mark Pryor gets the call to pitch here on opening day in
la dernière
front of the
saison, Mark Pryor,
hometown
c'était pas
crowd.
chic. 1-6-7.21.
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot
On va
of
savoir
nice
ce qu'il va faire. On va
options to
accélérer
have.
ça
You
un
can
peu. On
go
va aller au
hard
premier
and
frappeur, je
soft,
pense.
you can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you could throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
At the plate,
Ah,
Gene
c'est parti.
Segura.
Gene
And we
Segura,
are
premier
ready for
frappeur
some
de l'année.
daytime baseball.
For Philadelphia, the shortstop, Gene Segura.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And spring training is officially behind us now as the first pitch of the season is looked at for ball 1.
Faites pas le saut entre les lancers, je peux accélérer un peu parce que des fois c'est long.
And now this misses as well as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon.
Deux balles
2-0
aucune prise
now.
pour commencer, c'est pas vargé. Oh,
Good
there you go.
fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Jason Kendall, le receveur. Deuxième prise, bon lancer de Pryor. Mark Pryor avec une slurve assez dangereuse. On va voir s'il est capable de passer dans le mythe. No, 3-2. Compte complet pour les frappeurs du match, c'est jamais un bon signe. Ah, ça passe.
And Philadelphia's into the hit column for the first time this year.
I know in today's game everybody's trying to go yard, but can you look at having a better at bat as a leadoff hitter? You take it full count, you make the pitcher work, and then you come through with a knock. Great start.
Passé MVP Andrew McCutcheon.
Both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one
pas
of the
bien,
best
c'est pas un
in
bon
our
départ.
sport.
6 lancés déjà. 4 balles. Oh, there you go.
And when you do with great stuff like this guy has,
ceux qui vont me suivre, vous allez voir que normalement je lance très bien, puis au bâton c'est moins facile un peu. Deux balles de brise.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league.
Deux frappeurs, deux comptes complets, Bryce Harper dans le sac d'attente. Oh, je pense que ça va sortir, ça. Eh oui. Ça commence mal, 2-0.
No chance to make a play on that one. So a two-run shot to left center. First home run of the campaign for him as the Phillies have taken a 2-0 lead.
Ouais, ben là, OK, mon petit burner, ça va revenir à un moment donné, là. Et pas... Moi, je m'ennuie de pas commencer à donner un circuit de 2 points, en tout cas. Là, avec le camp des Lightning qui a été comme arrêté au COVID, je suis pas sûr que ça va recommencer de sitôt.
Bryce Harper is in now as he watches a pitch for ball
Bryce
one.
Harper, pas de retrait, toujours en première manche. Fausse down.
Bases are empty here, nobody out.
Ouh!
Out in front as this is pulled foul into the
C'est
seats.
sûr que c'est tranquille, là. Il n'y a pas de baseball, il n'y a pas de basket, il n'y a rien. Il n'y a même pas de Ligue canadienne. Mais rappelez-vous que nous autres, notre saison commence la semaine prochaine. Ça va être au moins ça. Ah, fuck, 3-0.
Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs.
Vous travaillez trop, les boys.
Solo home run off the bat of Bryce Harper. First home run of the
campaign ça commence vraiment comme de la merde. Check-moi le canon.
Sure, you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch.
1000 à l'heure, 451 pieds. Ouais, ben, Mark Pryor, pas exactement le début de saison que je m'attendais.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Yes, he'll take a look at ball one.
Ça sent un match avec des releveurs.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman.
Comme de la merde, ouais, mais comme de la merde. C'est pas grave, c'est juste 3-0. On va revenir. Parce qu'on va faire, je vais frapper aussi, là, je ne vais pas si pire que ça. Mais ouais, la NHL, c'est loin d'être commencé.
Lays off 2-2 now.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door
ça ressemble à un match où je vais utiliser beaucoup de releveurs. Ah, tabarnak, mon gars qui se fait ramasser, ça n'a pas de sens. 4-0. Ouais, je sais que tout le monde joue de Last of Us, sauf moi. Moi, j'aime mieux donner des coups de circuit. Tabarnak, elle m'a fait frapper. Bon, ben, savez-vous quoi, les amis? C'est plate à dire, là, mais c'est ça. C'est ça. Ça va ressembler à un releveur. Ryan Stanek, réouvre-toi parce que là, on se fait whipper en tas.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. As he will take strike one on the fastball.
Mais Zin qu'elle est partie à décoller du bat en sacrament. 4 frappeurs, 3 circuits, c'est pas exactement le meilleur début de match. Et là, c'est parce qu'il échappe des balles en plein cœur. Ça fait mal. Et voilà. Ouf! Ça a été long d'avoir le premier retrait. Bon, on sort d'école. On sort derrière par 4.
Into the box, JT Realmuto.
There you go.
He'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Il va classer à l'extérieur.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Ouf! Il échappe des balles en plein cœur, ça va faire mal tantôt.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Hit hard on the ground to second. Scooped up. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away.
Oh, il t'a 6 points de courbe. Tantôt à courbé à 451 pieds dans les estrades.
So striding in, Nick Williams. He'll get to take his first cuts
Nick
here.
Williams, 2 retraits. 4-0 déjà Philadelphie.
And here's a fastball called for strike one.
« 31 lancés déjà en première manche. Pas collé ça.
This guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
And now a curveball that's low and in the
Ouais,
dirt
mais il y
for
a
a
6
ball.
bois
It's
de
2-1.
misère.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there.
Tu peux berrer, il a échappé en plein cœur tantôt, ça a fait de boum.
More about that than the task at hand, and right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Je vois que le changement de vitesse sur le coin extérieur.
And a change-up here, but that's taken low in the dirt
Il y a
for a
vraiment un
ball.
départ de marde.
Adam Hazley would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Count still full, 3-2.
Quand t'es rendu à 36 tirs en première manche, ça va pas bien.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 4 runs in the inning, but of note there was that they came on the strength of 3 home runs.
Il est pas loin de 40 pitches en première
Bottom
manche.
half of inning number 1.
Aïe, aïe, aïe,
The
caramba.
Phillies lead it 4-0.
On va affronter Aaron Nola.
Is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. Dan, please,
très bon
what's the
lanceur.
word on him?
Hey, Aaron Nola coming on, the pride and joy of Louisiana State University. Kind of a 4-pitch mix. Fastball,
on va voir ce que ça va donner. J'ai une bonne rotation, mais j'ai pas exactement des gros frappeurs.
None of them are 8s or 9s, but he's solid and he throws strikes. You'll know early if he's on, he'll induce a lot of ground balls.
1 ball, no strikes to count.
On va essayer d'être patient.
Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate.
Ah, des fois, il faut être patient.
Sent on the ground out to second. Kingery's there, and there's one down now.
Batting second, the shortstop,
Jazz Chisholm.
Stepping up to the plate, Jazz Chisholm. Yes, he'll get
Un
his
espoir
first
des Marlins
opportunity
que
in
je
this
dois
one.
regarder.
And now a pitch on the way. Lifted
La
down the line
rapide,
in left.
comme Espy à l'envers. Et oui,
and that's their first of the new campaign.
Comme toi, Espy, à l'envers.
And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Jazz Chisholm has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy
Roy
case.
Hobbs.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
1-0 the count.
Joueur au premier rapide, mais pas un très bon voleur de but.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
Ooh, all right.
Good speed at first and good speed with a guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. You're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
Now the 1-1 pitch down the first baseline, but this will get fouled. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 et 2, ça sent la rapido.
Now a throw over to first, and he's back easily.
Une balle de prise à Roy Hobbs.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Ah, on m'a dit texter ça. 2-2. Hobbs patient. À date, on a vu juste des rapides, on est dû pour avoir une marde. Ah, j'aurais pas dû souligner. Merde.
Digging in, Danny Lemieux. No career at-bats for him against this particular arm in the past.
On va voir ce que je suis capable de faire, mon bonhomme.
He's set and the pitch.
En
Out
avant.
in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Lemieux is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Ah, c'est une marde.
One of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
Ça en prend des superstars, man. Ça en prend. À date, je swing pas mal n'importe quoi. C'est le coin extérieur. Ouh, juste manqué. Il m'a envoyé une des rapides, fastball. Ouais.
The next 0-2. Fouled away.
Là, je me suis juste défendu parce que ouf, c'est en retard.
The next 0-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Il n'y en a pas de facile. En tout cas, un coup sûr. Là, il fallait qu'il s'emmène en deuxième. Dans le bullpen, Ryan Stanek est prêt. Au cas où que la merde à notre lanceur partant continue, Mark Pryor.
Here comes the first pitch.
C'est que ça, c'est les jeux vidéo high-tech. SP. L'homme. Le mythe. La légende est là pour vous servir. Un expert de du champ opposé à la balle. Un connaisseur hors pair en jeu vidéo. Et son alter ego est quand même un très bon lutteur qui offre des cours de danse durant la COVID-19 à partir de chez lui. Frère surprend. Une strikeout, une coupe de gars, 4 strikeouts à date en 2 manches.
And in steps Scott Kingery. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Downstairs, ouf. 2 balls and no strikes.
Il veut pas soigner le bat. Hein?
1 out, nobody on. 3-0 now.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Oh,
and that's over. 3-1. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on the base pass with his legs. So there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
Fouled off.
C'est la merde. Non, c'est une courbe.
Swing and miss, and they come back from a 3-0 count to sit him down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura.
Premier frappeur Gene Segura qui lui a frappé un 5.
He singled to
Il
open
est
up the
marqué
ball
sur
game.
évidemment un circuit en première manche.
A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Date Pryor déjà rendu à 50 lancés, c'est beaucoup trop.
Segura behind on a 1-2 count.
Hey, I got to really commend this pitcher right here. Was able to regroup in between innings. Something happened in the dugout because he's on point coming out for the second.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
Non, Pryor, après un début assez mauvais, c'est très bien repris en deuxième manche. Malgré qu'il est déjà rendu au-dessus de 50 lancés. On va voir ce que ça va donner. Maintenant, au bâton, on s'en vient. Larry Walker.
Standing in, Larry Walker. And they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on. But you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a ball. And one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys.
Ça, c'est quand tu t'attends rapide et un changement de vitesse.
The wind-up and the 0-1. This is skied into short left center. Segura has a play. 1 out.
Yeah.
The second baseman, Mario. Love you.
Coming to the plate now, Mario Lemieux. First delivery to him on the way. Grounder down the line to third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Quand ça va pas bien.
Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base.
Jason
That's just
Kendall.
what they did right there. Big strikeout. Keep that guy off the base path.
Here's the first pitch to him. This one's down to third.
Oh, troisième de Chabal ce coup-là.
Throw in
voilà.
time and the side is retired.
Une manche sans histoire encore en deuxième. Toujours 4-0. Philadelphie. McCutcheon, Harper,
back
Hoskins.
to Arlington. Before we get much further, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
C'est pas facile.
Heidi, thanks. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone
Bryce
to
Harper,
start the third.
À sa première présence, il a détruit une balle rapide de 451
pieds
de mort.
Homered his first time around. 0-1 the count.
Défensive spéciale pour Harper.
Harper behind with an 0-2 count now.
0-2.
You can bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
1 out, nobody on.
La photo de la chaîne. Je comprends pas ce que tu veux dire par la photo de la chaîne.
The 0-2 once more. There's a good swing by Harper, but this will drift foul off to the right and out of play. The next 0-2. And there's a base hit on the line.
Well, that's just
j'ai aucune idée c'est quoi, man.
A little bit better pitches with 2 strikes, jumps ahead 0-2, and then a couple of foul balls that on pitch number 5.
Je pense une photo de plafond.
One up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count.
Un jour, je vais
leverage
changer.
and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout. So that's a nice piece.
Ça peut vraiment aller voir un plafond, voir c'est quoi. Ah, hey, ça, là, c'est vieux, mon gars, là. C'est une photo de plafond. Je sais même pas comment faire pour la changer. C'est une vieille photo d'à peu près de 10 ans. Ah, je sais pas, man. C'est par défaut sur dans mon compte Google. Faudrait que je le change.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside
Pour
part of
rester
the plate for
mystérieux.
strike one. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
Mon mail, là. Oh, mal à changer là. Juste pour vous autres, ma gang de carrosse. Style plafond cathédrale, ouais, dans ce genre là. Okay, ça devrait être changé là. Je pense, en tout cas. C'est changé, là. Il va trouver plus de bon sens, là.
1 count and the pitch. Strike called. Now
Candle.
the throw down.
Oh, pas
not
à
in
temps.
time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Good steal there, and I'll tell you, he is
Zéro.
a multi-dimensional player out there. He's got good pop at the plate, and he showed he's not afraid to use his wheels on the
il faut
base.
qu'il donne des trucs au catcher. Des fois, il lui montre des trucs dedans, c'est drôle à temps.
Stolen base here, so he's really having an impact on this game.
Là, on va te dire une affaire, je me fais déchausser. Ah, Jay, c'est sûr que Jay remarque ça. Là, échanger, Jay, tu vas être content. 3 et 2. Je confirme que ce game de baseball-là ne peut pas finir à 7 tours. Mario Lemieux. Garrett Cooper. Un retrait coureur au 3, c'est 4-0. Didi Gregorius.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Déjà 65 lancés.
Gregorius, also known as Sir Didi around the game and in the Netherlands. He's currently on a one-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy had
a swing and a miss that retires inside, and that will do it. Phillies strand 1. They lead it 4-0.
Donc toujours 4-0 après 2 manches et demie. On va essayer de faire de quoi au bâton. On a rien foutu bien bien.
Bottom of the inning now.
Garrett Cooper.
First baseman, Garrett Cooper.
Oh, il existe pour de vrai. C'est vraiment un joueur de premier but des Marlins. Face à Aaron Nola.
So a rather weak start to the at-bat as he misses badly there. It's 0-1.
Je pense que je vais me remettre à ma règle de ne pas signer tant que j'ai pas de prise. Ça sent strike out. Pas de petite balle dans son épouse encore. Cela l'est. Oh! Damn! Ça fait voler. Oui, l'année passée, quand même, 24 sacs, 84 points pour lui.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
Ça paye d'être patient.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a liner. But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2. Ready for another chance.
Quand tes deux premiers frappeurs se font voler des plombs.
Top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Grounded back up the middle. Kingery's there. Whip this one to first in time, and that
sérieux,
ends the
tout un
inning.
jeu défensif. On a mieux frappé la balle dans cette manche-là, malheureusement, absolument rien à mettre au tableau.
Digging in to try it again. JT Realmuto. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Là, tu vas me voir à la face, tu vas te désabonner plus vite.
Here comes the first pitch.
J'ai l'échappé en plein cœur.
And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Looking up is the center fielder. A leap at the wall, but forget it. It's gone. A home run. Well, they've got the elevate and celebrate thing working in this one, guys. That was their 4th big fly of the game.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night. But a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
Je confirme que c'est la dernière manche de Mark Pryor parce qu'il se fait frapper.
I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball
toute une cour de Mark Pryor.
Adam Hazley will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Pitch taken several inches below the zone. In fact,
qui est dans l'enclos va être le
5
prochain
runs,
lanceur en
6 hits,
cinquième.
and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. To 1-2 now.
Et je me fais frapper. C'est pas chic.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Hit on the ground out to short, reined in, and there are 2 away
Ça, mais
now.
tellement pas de bras l'arrêté, c'est assez spectaculaire comment est-ce qu'il n'y a pas de bras.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Scott Kingery comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
I'm sure the boys are going to blow him up in the clubhouse for that ugly swing right here.
But he has a chance to regroup.
Take a deep breath, take a step out of the box, and know you got a few to play with.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Deux retraits. C'est parti.
And he fouls this one off.
Ça sent la slurve sur le point extérieur.
2-2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches.
Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Meanwhile, now this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
I'm sure the boys on the bench appreciate that AB right there. Grinded out an 8-pitch at bat and was able to be successful and deliver a hit for the team.
Gene Segura standing in as he takes a fastball.
On va espérer que Pryor peut finir ce match-là parce qu'à date, c'est pas...
Looking at his lifetime numbers, Segura is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion.
Boy, this is one of those tricky spots for a pitcher, right? You have an open base.
Oh,
you have a guy on deck that can do a lot of damage. Not a good spot to be in if you're a pitcher right now.
Phillies shortstop in front of the count, 3-1.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here with the base open. He doesn't have to.
La photo de plafond mal chié.
Full count now.
3 balles de prise, on va essayer de passer.
Line to the right side. Walker is there and he'll make the catch to retire the side.
Pendant ce temps-là, JT Realmuto sur le premier lancer de la manche. C'est ça.
Solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Phillies lead this one 5-0.
5-0.
Digging in now.
Chisholm s'en veut, mais on va aller dans le bullpen. Ryan Stanek est prêt. On le met dans la main. Chisholm, c'est le seul qui n'a pas fait de saut comme ça.
First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
If he's able to locate that 2-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Weak grounder down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Now with the plate, Roy Hobbs. He'll look to bounce
moi,
back
après ce game-là, je vais embarquer, je vais faire de la action un peu.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Hit hard on the ground towards second.
4 ou 5 balles solides à date, direct dans les mains.
Plate,
Danny superstar.
And it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Just hung in there on that one. This is on the ground over the first. And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired.
C'est pas très bien parti, je dirais.
Ryan
Stanek s'en est lancé parce que c'est ça. Pryor, mauvais début de match. On passe au réchauffement.
All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
Hey, after those two breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Nope. 3-0. Trouble waiting on deck as Bryce Harper hits next. Here's a fly ball well hit. Right fielder is on the run. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. And there's a final look at the numbers for the starter in this one. Not the opening day he wanted to have, unfortunately.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
Avec les Dragons de Montréal à partir de la maison parce qu'il fait trop chaud. SP, chez Jeux vidéo high-tech. Jason est là pour changer ici.
The way he's been able to command his fastball those first two pitches, don't be shocked if he goes back in there again or goes up under his chin or nasty slider down the way. He has opened up his full arsenal.
Un mauvais début de match de la part de Mark Pryor, ça fait mal. C'est derrière déjà 5-0 en 5e manche.
So now to the plate,
Ryan Stanek,
28 years old. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Phillies down in order.
Les Dragons s'amènent au bâton. En fin de 5e.
Into the box now, Larry Walker. He'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Oh, Walker, la balle est frappée solidement ensemble. C'est pour plus d'un but.
And that gets down, and we'll see if that's
un double pour Walker.
And he will get in there
pour
with his
de la saison, pour les
big
en
league
carrière.
hit, a double. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Larry Walker has just collected his first hit in the big leagues, and as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
The 0-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Une balle prise pour un au deuxième.
Went after the high one there, a swing and a miss.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
In the dirt here. Throw goes over to third. And he is out, retreating to second as they slap the tag on him.
Oups, désolé les gros mots.
This is line to left.
Oui, ça avait été patient pour faire la cave. Walker s'est rendu au 3. Mario Lemieux est au premier.
And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Mario
Jason
has just collected his first hit in the big leagues, and as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. No balls and one strike.
Cooper,
a runner on first with 2 away. Throw over to the bag. A dive, but he's back.
Okay.
Line to the right side.
Voilà. Un autre touché. 4 touchés dans la manche, mais juste 2 pour avoir ses buts parce que j'ai fait une erreur 2 fois. Jason Cameron. Non, c'est Garrett Cooper. Bon touché de Garrett Cooper. Yaciel approuve. Ça donne le bâton pour au premier, deuxième, 2 retraits. J'aurais dû être le ballon.
He's 0 for 1 thus far.
On va prendre un bon écart.
A 1-1 count to
rapido, ça n'a pas marché. Une balle prise à Yaciel Puig pour un au premier et au deuxième. Oh, on dirait qu'il y a un joueur au troisième but. Alors, elle au premier. Et voilà, la manche est terminée. On a manqué de bonnes chances de marquer du côté des Dragons. Aucun point malgré 3 coups sûrs. Aucune erreur. 2 coureurs laissés sur les sentiers après 5 manches de jeu. Philadelphie 5, Montréal 0.
New inning set to get underway.
And Stanek retourne au monticule. Après une manche complète sans histoire la dernière manche, on va voir s'il est capable de nous donner une deuxième manche de qualité. Une balle prise. On est vrai. Deuxième prise sur Alain, la rapide à l'intérieur. Didier Gregorius est un excellent frappeur.
You can still see seams. It starts getting above 94. It starts to blur itself a little bit. You start pitching where this guy's at, you're seeing nothing. You're seeing vapor.
On tente rapide à l'intérieur encore à 90 000 à l'heure. Ça n'a pas marché. Kendall avec le signal. On peut dire Garrett Cooper qui capte la balle. Une balle frappée en flèche pour le premier retrait. JT Realmuto en 2. Dernièrement, je vais faire un long circuit contre Mark Pryor, sa dernière présence au bâton. Deuxième prise sur la 0 et 2.
So back-to-back sliders
excellente
for
performance
strikes. Does
jusqu'ici.
he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's
Attaqué comme
back-to-back
rapido,
really
ça n'a
good
pas
sliders. I
fonctionné.
wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back
Les deux,
pocket
un
right
retrait,
now.
lancé.
Smoke toward
Oh, ça s'en va à Larry Walker.
find its way into right field for a one-out single.
1-5.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line up, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Up next will be Nick Williams. Ball one to start the at-bat. No hits to this point.
Avec un coureur au premier.
Ready with the 1-0. Count now a ball and a strike.
Balle prise.
The 1-1 is in there for the
Oui, balle
second
rapide.
strike.
97 000 à l'heure sur le coin extérieur,
Runner at
une balle
first
de
here,
prise.
one man out.
Kendall avec son signal. On vise le coin extérieur. Le lancer.
2 balls, 2
C'était
strikes
raté.
to Nick
C'était la
Williams.
split. La balle fronde.
Swing and a miss on the
Troisième
fastball
prise
that
sur
time,
Alain.
number 2. Got him with a good high fastball
Bonne
there. Danny, we
performance,
see a lot of
on
that
peut
pitch
voir
and strikeout situations these days. What makes
Stanek
it so...
commence à être fatigué, donc on va aller se réchauffer quelqu'un. Oups. Drew Stackenrider, Yuni Garcia, David Hernandez. Drew Stackenrider qui va se réchauffer. Quand même assez rapidement, on va avoir une visite au monticule. Pendant que je vais aller à la salle de bain. Je reviens.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose.
Ouais, encore sur le break toilette, pas le choix. Avec un lanceur fatigué au monticule.
Adam Hazley stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2.
On va espérer qu'on peut finir la manche pour aller au prochain manche avec un nouveau lanceur. Eh oui! Ryan Stanek s'est bien débrouillé. Ouais, ça va être la fin pour lui parce qu'il est complètement brûlé. Rondell White est 0-2. On va aller du côté de Second Rider. On va embarquer dans la prochaine manche. Rondell White.
First pitch coming, here it is. A fastball off the plate away, it's ball one. That evens it up 1-1.
Seulement 52 lancés pour Aaron Nola. Oh, bien frappé par White. Un 5, c'est excellent.
And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark.
Rondell
White has just collected his first hit in the big leagues, and as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him and put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
0-2.
He's set, here it comes. On the ground to the right side.
Ben oui.
Dive, and he knocks it down.
Quelle merde, mais ça a réussi.
Despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the
Oh, vous avez quelque chose. Et voici la bête, la légende, l'homme qui n'existait pas.
Just collected his first hit in the big leagues, and as is customary,
Oh,
there's
menace,
the ball being sent
ouais,
into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
White, revenu à temps.
And he falls behind
légèrement en avance.
Runners are at first and second.
0-2, c'est pas bon ça.
Double play ball to second.
Ça sent le double play. Non, la balle dans le champ. Un point vient marqué. On est sur le tableau. 50.
Score from second base, and that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw.
Oh, this is kind
of pas très chic, mais un point, c'est un point.
He tries to square himself to the throw to second and start the double play, and I'm not sure what happened next. Maybe his cleats got stuck, or maybe he just lost the grip, but the net result is E4 with 2 men on board.
Il est prêt, Larry Walker. Ah oui, Larry Walker.
From the stretch. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. Gregorius is there, 2 down.
Now batting.
So coming to the plate, Mario Lemieux. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. 2 down, runners at first and second. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Hey, as a former infielder, nothing hurts your heart more than making errors behind your pitchers. Let's see if this guy can pick them up.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 2 base hits, 2 errors in the inning, and 2 men left stranded. We're through 6 full. Philadelphia is on top, 5-1. Drew Steckenrider is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Steckenrider, man.
Seventh inning ready to roll, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder Scott Kingery. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Steckenrider commence bien.
Swings through it for strike number 2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's in there for strike 1. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Just off the outside that time. Laid off for a ball. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. 1-1 to Andrew McCutchen.
1-1.
Hammered the other way to deep right field. Going back is the right fielder, and it's gone as they add still another.
Ouais, bon, se faire ramasser.
It's a solo shot off the bat of Andrew McCutchen.
Et dans ça là, qu'est-ce qu'on fait? Quick manage, fast forward, and again. On s'est mis jusqu'à la fin. Six. And the fed the 6.
And this afternoon's closes at a 1-run game, 7-6 today.
Bon, ben écoute donc. Ça n'a pas été un match. Là-dessus, je vous souhaite une bonne fin de soirée. C'est terminé pour ce match-là. On va peut-être en refaire d'autres un peu plus tard, je vais voir ça là. Mais pour le moment, ça n'a pas été trop magique comme premier match, mettons. Mais c'est la vie. Donc...
Opening day is behind us, so let's look back at how the first games of the year played out.
Bougez pas, je suis juste en train de sauver ma saison.
7-6. The New York Mets sent 3 balls into the seats as they bested the visiting Nats.
Bonne fin de soirée tout le monde. C'est l'heure de stopper le broadcast. Merci d'avoir été là. Je vous souhaite une excellente fin de soirée.